Good afternoon, guys. I'm over here in Premium Coach Group in Gilbert, Arizona, and they invited me to do an inspection on a 1992 Country Coach Prevost bus conversion. Now this is on the XL chassis, which I think are the prettiest ones. Now I'm pretty excited to share it with you guys because this is a pretty interesting and really beautiful coach. Someone's definitely taken a lot of care of this one. It does not have any slide outs, not surprisingly on a 92. But like all of these, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the roof. I think we'll find a few surprises, and it'll be a pretty good indication that the previous owner has been taking care of it and maintaining it. And then of course, I'll take you through the inside after we're done. I'm a sucker for any vintage, well-maintained RV, let alone a beautiful bus like this. Right now, this is a 92, so I do expect to find some things wrong, but it's 30 years old, which is a pretty good indictment on why bus conversions are so highly sought after, because they're so durable. Now, before I get on the roof, let's go ahead and appreciate the transition from the roof material through the framing right here and to the radius support. It's a very substantial transition right there. And it's going to be sealed out all underneath right there. The buck rivets are going to hold it tight. So the first thing we have to realize is this is still part of the bus shell. So the roof is a metal roof and it's been buck riveted together. So you don't get a more durable roof than this. And the second thing we'll notice is that the TV antenna and the roof ACs are newer. So people have been maintaining this. But we'll go ahead and start back here in the back. So this is a true metal roof and it meets the rear cap right here. The rear cap is fiberglass. It'll be the seam. I'm not seeing too many issues. I know the paint's peeling, but come on, this thing's 30 years old. It's probably been repainted before, but not too bad. This radio antenna probably should be tightened up. Make a note of that. A little bit more sunburnt on the paint here and on the side here. Take a look at the clearance lights. They don't seem to be cracked. But all in all, 30 years old, that's pretty fantastic. Now right here would have been a satellite dish installation. Obviously not the original one in 92 because it likely didn't have a satellite dish in 92. Like I said, sometimes it's best just to leave the mounts down here without having to leave exposed holes like they have right here. But I'm not seeing really too much to worry about. I don't like that exposed screw, so maybe I could recommend taking off these feet. That's what I'll recommend doing, and then leaving this plate underneath intact, because it is cracking a little bit right there. When it comes to these roof ACs, these are Furion roof ACs. My understanding is just last year, their last cruise airs, which are not roof mounted ACs, but they are mini splits basically, went out. And so rather than trying to get those fixed, they had these installed. So that was a big installation. We'll check and make sure that it's not loose, and it's not. You can see they had to run conduit for the AC, so that's 110 power. I don't know what would have been here before, because there wasn't a roof AC here before. But I really do appreciate that they had to move something that was here. That was a big job cutting a hole in the roof like that. Curious, it might have been a different satellite dish installation. Maybe one of those big satellite dishes for internet. That's kind of what that mount looks like from there to there. Other than that, it looks pretty good. It's going to be the new Winegard Air 360 TV antenna, which of course probably is why that one doesn't exist anymore. So we're looking good there. I mean, 30 years, we don't seem too bad. You can kind of see the metal moving, that's normal. The metal kind of floats in between the ribs where it's riveted down. This sewer vent where they're running the cables through, I can tell it's very, very brittle just by looking at it. You can see how cracked it is, so I recommend a new one there. And of course my old nemesis right here, some Eternabond. I don't know if it was leaking at one point and somebody put this right on the riveted seam, or if there's the satellite dish that was where it was ever mounted here before was leaking. So it's always good to let sleeping dogs lay, especially when it comes to Eternabond. I'm not quite sure what would have been mounted here. I would have guessed like some sort of solar, but it's not that big for solar. Maybe like a battery maintainer, but something was mounted there too. So it's kind of a lot of stories are telling, but so far it's a very durable roof. Nothing I'm not worried about. We do have one fantastic vent right here. It's kind of cracking the seal, so yeah, maybe I'll recommend resealing this fantastic vent. But the base itself isn't cracked, which is what I like to always look, especially on these bus roofs or these metal roofs. They do tend to secure that floating roof a little bit more, so they do get a lot more tension on it. Okay, as we come over here, I already did check the window awnings and the patio awning. These are zipped awnings. I had to get a ladder. These straps were too hard to hook. Doesn't open up for me. Dang, the fabric looks really good for 30 years old. And they all work. Even the patio awning worked just flawlessly, which is pretty impressive. Somebody's definitely had to have painted this recently, because that radius paint is in really good shape. Looks really good. Come right here. I've already notated, because I could see when I looked at the other sewer vent, the sewer vent is cracked too. So definitely want to replace this, because we're letting water straight down into the roof with that. As we look to the other side here, this does have an RV two-way refrigerator on it. So it is a Dometic refrigerator. The recall's already been done on it. Take a look on this side. Here's that zippy patio awning I was talking about. They have a latch on either side that you have to operate. Otherwise, it's very similar to a Dometic or a Carefree of Colorado vent. Carefree of Colorado patio awning. And let's see the sewer vent cap. It wasn't installed in the pipe. Better. And this thing's cracked, so I can recommend a new refrigerator vent cap itself, so I can see the cracks right there. But of course, those are all just 30-year-old attachments on the roof. I'm not seeing any issues with the roof. I'm walking it. Feels very strong. Paint's in great condition. Even if it does look like it's peeling right there, that's just pretty amazing. At 30 years, that's all we're seeing. Now this is an attic fan. Monica would like to use this one too. I'm not a big fan of it, but it does work. Not seeing any problems with it. This would be instead of a fantastic vent. On Monaco, they call it a cool-o-matic, but apparently on this country coach, they're calling it a fresh air 3T. You can kind of see the paint's peeling on that. It's probably been painted like 3 or 4 times, it looks like. So we got like black, more pink, more maroon. Go past that vent to this AC. It does not feel loose. No, not loose. You can see they had to run the conduit up through the roof there. And then where did they run it through? Yeah. So we're looking okay there. Come across here where the front cap, so this is the metal roof, this will be the fiberglass front cap. That seam, it's obviously not seamless, but the sill is in good shape. This paint on the cap is in fantastic, just wonderful shape. Clearance light looks good. Looks good. I don't know. Maybe that screw's a little loose. Don't we all have a little screw loose sometimes? Come over here. I'd be surprised if the searchlight works. The element doesn't look burned out. Dang, it does work. But man, I can't get over how good this paint looks. A lot of times on RVs, after 3 years, it looks bad. On this side, looking good. Like I said, I already tried the awnings out. So pretty much this roof is good. So that was it. Inspection on a 1992 Country Coach Prevost XL. We did find signs that the previous owner has been maintaining this. There is a few items that we would probably want to replace, like the sewer vents, maybe that refrigerator vent cap, and reseal the fantastic vent. But man, this is nothing more than an indictment of how durable and rugged not only a metal roof is, but a Prevost bus shell is, and that's why they're so sought after. So 30 years, probably has another 40 years in it. If we all look so good after 30 years. At any rate, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get down, and I'll try to take you through the inside of it. And don't worry, I know the number one question you guys have is how many miles are on it. It's 193,000, so it has definitely been used, just not abused. And I know the second question you guys have, what engine is in it? We have a Detroit diesel, 92. So I think this is a 2-stroke. System check. Wow, 92. Well, it's looking really good. The AC has been updated. But I will take you guys through it like I said. So keep in mind this is 30 years old. I think it looks pretty interesting and pretty smart for what it is. Remember, there's no slide outs on this, but I think it's really an interesting floor plan. So the passenger seat is an oversized love seat. It does have a, I wouldn't call it upgraded, but it is not real hardwood floor. It is a Pergo wood flooring right here where carpet likely was originally. But the driver's seat is an air ride seat that does work. The level-o system's working great. Has a vintage steering wheel and controls, and most of those controls up above even work, even the searchlight like we just found out. The inverter has been upgraded to a 2800 along with the front TV. Above the passenger side is a standard Country Coach interface that hasn't changed too much, and that even that voice is still working on it. Now on the roof, we did see that it has 2 roof ACs on it now. It used to have 3 cruise airs. Now only has the 1 cruise air in the galley area, and it does work and works really nice. And those front roof ACs, those Furions, are working fantastic too, along with the bedroom one. But I do like the layout of this. It feels more like a yacht to me. All the cabinetry in here is naturally solid hardwood. This does have a flip out countertop or desktop, however you'd like to call it, in this banquet area. And I'm not too confident this is the original sofa. I think it's more of an IKEA sofa, but it does turn into a bed. Just flops out just like that. As I think that's an IKEA tag right there. But then that just flips down. That's about a queen size bed, so it's a decent bed in here. Even with that desk in that position, I guess you could theoretically walk around. Wouldn't be easy, but you could. Now it is just pleated day-night shades in the front area. I kind of do like these endearing 110 lights, but do be careful, whoever built them. These edges are very sharp, and you could cut yourself on it if you touch it. Now the window valance is solid surface Corian countertop from 1992. You'll find that on the table and in the galley countertops here. The microwave is a convection oven microwave, and the stovetop has been upgraded to an induction 2-burner stovetop. I like the one central oversized galley sink, and it definitely wouldn't be the 90s without a mirrored backsplash. Now it's hard to focus on the ceiling, but the original ceiling lights have been changed out and upgraded to puck style LED lights. And this does have propane on board. This is an RV propane 110 refrigerator. It's the original one. I don't know if you can see the frost in there. That's still cold. It's still working. As we go past the galley, we'll open up the pocket door here. The flooring in the galley in the bathroom area is a granite tile floor. It appears to be original to me. Has mirrored sliding closet doors in here. A lot of storage. But it does have the central bathroom. So the neo-angle shower. We won't walk in there because I did just run the shower, so I don't want to get it dirty. but there is no crossbar right there. So it looks to be about a 4-inch step up. No crossbar. Yeah, there's no skylight in here, but I'm 6 foot, so I think you'd fit in there pretty easily at 6.5. The toilet is a residential style RV porcelain toilet, so that has been upgraded. And the bathroom sink area has the Korean countertop with a drop-in ceramic sink. And I'm sure this is not the original faucet, but it looks pretty nice. There is ample medicine cabinets above, fantastic vent, and you can kind of see these puck lights have been upgraded. So I think these would have been fluorescent lights before. Now, still in the bathroom, this was set up for a washer combo right in here. So I think a dryer would even fit in the closet too. And this is going to be where the thermostat for the bedroom thermostat is located. Now, as we go past this pocket door into the bedroom, this is a north-south bed. It is a queen-size bed. It's a pretty nice foam bed. Yeah, oh, it's a memory foam bed, and those things are heavy. Now, I think my favorite feature is that it does feel very nautical in here. With I wouldn't call it shiplap, to make a walnut-covered wall. And it follows that all the way around. You can see those lights upgraded again. Now, this is going to be the industry standard O-site, but it is foam back O-site for insulation purposes. Is it pristine? No, not even a little bit. Is it very livable? I think so. I don't even think you miss a slide out in this one, let alone in the bedroom. I personally find designers are forced to be a little bit more thoughtful when they don't have a slide out to hide space in. So I think it's very livable and very durable without a slide out, and I'm really pleased with it. There is some roughness to it, but I think it's aged very gracefully for 30 years. But I hope that helped you guys take a look at things that are available. Sometimes it can be nice to get a nice vintage, well-maintained or durable bus conversion like this and make it your own. You can save probably about $100,000 getting one of these. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was something fun to share with you guys because you know I am a sucker for a vintage RV. And this is really nice. It's aged very, very gracefully. I like it. On a 1999 Country Coach. Now this is a 99, so I do expect to find some problems wrong. But 99, sorry. So we're going to go ahead and inspect this 1999 Country Coach Prevost. It is on the XL chassis.